Aetherdrift is here, and that means we have a whole new pool of commanders to choose from, and I want to give you 5 that you might be interested in building. My honorable mention is Mendicant Core Guide Light. Mendicant power is equal to the number of artifacts you control. He has starter engines, which is a new thing for the Aetherdrift set. And his max speed is whenever you cast an artifact spell, you may pay 1 to copy it, which seems like a lot of fun. He's pretty cheap as a commander, so definitely I could see someone using him, but you have to play with that start your engines and max speed mechanic, which I know a lot of people are kind of iffy on. Another honorable mention is Ovia. Ovia Auto Mech Artisan. She gives everything that's attacking other opponents trample, and you can tap 1 green and her, and you can put any creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. And if you put an artifact onto the battlefield with that ability, you get to put 2 1/1 counters on it. So Ovia is solid in the mono green color. I've already built her because I just, you know, love being Timmy's. So I built Ovia with Eldrazi. You can build it with mono green, big stompies. You can kind of go few different routes with her, but you know, big Timmy plays with Ovia. Do you guys like these kinds of lists? Should we make more of these kinds of lists? If you do like these kinds of things, make sure you drop a follow, a like, comment, share, repost, do all those awesome things because it really helps me continue to do this more and more often. Also, what are you building? What's up for you? Are you building anything in Aetherdrift? Do you like Aetherdrift? Are you iffy on Aetherdrift? How do you feel about the start your engine mechanics? How are you feeling about it? Let me know in the comments, all right? Starting at number 5, we have Kaladin Triumph Caster, who cares about mounts and vehicles. This guy is in Boros colors, and I think he's going to be one of the more usable commanders, especially if you're just building from the Aetherdrift set. Number 4 is Redshift Rocketeer Chief. He is in Gruul colors, and he is a goblin pilot. He has vigilance, and you can tap him and add X mana of any one color, where X is Redshift's power. Spend this mana only to cast activate abilities. You can also exhaust him for 12 and then put any number of permanent cards from your hand onto the battlefield. So in the Gruul colors, you ramp a lot, you tap him, and then you can do his exhaust ability when he's casted. Or you could, you know, try to blink it, which is a little tougher in those colors, but something you could actually do, and then just play your entire hand, which, you know, that's usually good. My number 3 is Ketramos, the New Dawn. Now, this is going to be higher on other people's lists. Ketramos is in Orzhov colors, which is color scheme that I don't really mess around with, but he has Menace, Lifelink, Indestructible. Ketramos can't attack or block unless there are 7 or more lands, or more cards, excuse me, in exile. Whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile from graveyards and or the battlefield during your turn, draw a card, lose a card. Ketramos is going to see some high level play, I feel like. I don't know if he's CEDH, he's not quite in those colors, but he has 2 solid colors to play from. I think he's going to be a high powered, very good commander, but I don't know exactly what his ceiling is because that's just, like I said, not what I normally play. My number 2, and actually my favorite commander from this set, is Gonti Knight Minister. He costs 4. Whenever a player casts a spell they don't own, that player creates a treasure token. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents, its controller looks at the top card of that opponent's library and exiles it face down. They may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. Mana of any type can be spent to cast this spell. So the word going around with Gonti right now is a group theft, and I just think that's a lot of fun. Awful card to play on spell table, would not recommend, but if you're playing a lot of in-person commander, Gonti would be a fun one at the table. And my number 1, and I know I'm going to catch flack for this, is Loot the Pathfinder in the Tamir colors. He has Double Strike, Vigilance, and Haste. You have 3 different exhaust options for him. You can exhaust him for green, add 3 mana of any one color. You can exhaust him for a blue, draw 3 cards. You can exhaust him for a red. Loot deals 3 damage to any target. So blink this boy, keep using those exhaust abilities, and draw cards, add mana, or shock people. Like, good stuff. It's a good card. I know. Loot isn't everyone's favorite, but you're just gonna have to deal with him, okay? Because he's not going away, and this is a really good card. So that is my number 1 commander from the Aetherdrift set.